5 ways in which New Earth will change our life. It's a decentralized society. A lot of things will be arranged locally in specific neighborhoods or in those specific cities because people themselves know what's going on in those areas. Some areas will be centralized, like distributing resources or things that other places don't have, they can trade with them. And money won't be the only way to trade or to exchange resources or energy or what we have. The perhaps most important thing, this is a mindset of New Earth. We can only have New Earth if we have an assertive mindset, if we understand that it's not the government that needs to change. No, we are the government, we are the society. We need to take matters in our own hands and we need to trade. We need to take our own responsibility if we want to have a better life all together and also understand how to be more social from the right principles, from integrity, from respect for one another, from humanity, from justice, from what's fair, and from honesty and accountability. We need to be in tune with ourselves, with what we love, with our passion, and we can only feel that when we know what's in our heart. It is an inner process. When our basic foundations, our primary needs are met, the process and the development of humanity turns inwards. Our growth isn't more and more eternal technology at the cost of everyone in nature. No, now it's about our well being, it's about our happiness, it's about healing, it's about harmony and inner peace. And we do that by tuning into our hearts and learning about all the different methods of doing that. Just a Google search. Now that we got the inner work down, now it's time to make a beautiful environment. So, whatever we do will be in harmony with nature. Whatever we set up will be enhancing nature, enjoying nature, creating a harmony with the beauty of the universe, with nature. So that means if we develop technology, we can make amazing buildings that don't harm nature, but that invite nature in the most beautiful way. We are allowing nature to be wild. We no longer wrestle nature down. We try to understand nature, learn from nature, and apply this in our life. Our advancements, our inventions, our science is observing nature to learn and to create something that is in harmony with nature so that we all thrive for the benefit of all. And that the beautiful things that enrich us that we find is not at the cost of others, but is for everyone in a fair way where people do have to take responsibility, but also it's fair. But maybe that means a basic income, but if you want more, you have to work. Different ways of trading, certain free rights like free public transport, free school, free education. We have to develop here new studies, um, new jobs, new inventive ways of dealing with nature, like perhaps studying geometry to understand vibrations or frequencies or certain biological processes and how we can apply that in different disciplines. Nature is our mirror. Last one is my vision that every place and every city can have their own laws and they can develop in their own way. For example, certain cities will be built around technology and there are certain laws about technology. They experiment in that city perhaps in ways that is not possible in other areas due to climate or more stricter laws. In other places, people actually don't want to live with too much technology. They just want to focus on the physical, like exercise or meditation or enhancing the well-being within their own selves and raising their frequency. They're focused on more stillness. Other areas or other cities are about very intense fire. Like there's like places where you can dance. There's like music. There's drumming. There's traditions from music. There's transmissions. There's like it's very alive. It's like events, but everything with the right principles. So that means everything is with respect, everything is with integrity, everything is for the benefit of all. Areas will be just left alone because people just want to live purely in nature and no one minding their business. Perhaps in tribes or in a nomadic way, like how we used to live thousands and thousands of years. Large areas of nature will just be left alone. And another thing is that borders don't really exist, as in the earth is the earth and we just live on it. Of course, has to be policies, but whoever wants to live in whatever city just has to come and they just start working there. They can just benefit. Like what is this whole, we don't need to lock people up. People can actually benefit the society. Everyone has talents. We're all human beings. Everyone learned something from where they came from, and everyone can benefit this in a place that fits them. Everything has its place where they can blossom. So perhaps the most important thing is when you understand the overarching truths, which are universal, you will see that everything has its place and we don't need these type of things anymore. We can actually transcend them and go into a better world where actually everything can blossom and benefit each other, and everything and everyone can enrich each other. I know this is very idealistic for some people, but I believe this is possible and I actually think we're going there. There's already a lot of these type of architectures, these models, growth mindset, design thinking. Things are already set in motion. Building, eventually we will get to the top and ignore things that don't work. So it's about knowledge, it's about inner work, and then it's about doing your mission, your passion here with the right principles, from respect, from harmony with nature, from justice, from honesty, transparency, and from what's fair and doesn't harm other people. Also, this is a system where ancient wisdom from traditions and the ancient knowledge of how nature works and how societies works can blend seamlessly with new technology. So it's in respect of our past and building upon it so it can create a harmony with ourselves, humanity's well-being, and with nature. And this is how we can create an enlightened society. If you like this kind of content, I will be making much more in the future. Please subscribe, like, comment, and join the organization where we create a better world from a universal mindset. If you want more information, click the links on my bio, see the website, and the newsletter to see what's happening in town. Join anytime you feel called to be part of it. Be part of the movement. Stay updated about the announcements so you can participate. If you have anything you want to contribute, hit us up, send an email, subscribe, express yourself, and keep coming. Bring yourself. Bring yourself to the party. Bring yourself to the new earth. You are all welcome, and we are glad to connect. And see you soon in the new earth. So I hope you liked it. I hope this was nice for people to see. Let's go to the new earth. And if you want more of these type of content or just thoughts, random ideas, you can press the plus button and like this video. See ya!